Welcome, guys. Welcome to our
Shop Talk.
Shop Talk with Equipment Parts Canada right here. So we got a hydraulic power unit. You guys have seen this in your shop. It's on most lifts. This one happens to be from Rotary. If you're not familiar with the brand Rotary, hashtag Rotary, you can find out a lot of their equipment and many people using it out there. It's a top brand. Anyway, so what would you need to keep in your inventory as parts that you should have on hand just in case will get you out of a pinch? We get this question a lot. So for this unit, we're going to show you two parts that you should have in your inventory. The third one just is really a comfort thing and aesthetics and overall safety item. You won't start scraping yourself as you go by, but first thing we're going to show you is the switch. This is a momentary switch, so it starts the power unit functioning so you can raise the lift. Generally, if your unit is not going up, that's the first thing I would change. So if you have one of those on hand, that keeps you out of a lift down situation and you can keep going.
If also you're missing, your switch is fine, and this is a power unit that was out in the field, missing a few components to make it kind of look like that. We do also sell the collar separate online and the green insert as well for that. But you can also buy the whole assembly, and that would give you the whole internal assembly, including the micro switch, and set up exactly like that. Original OEM.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. So second item we have up here is a capacitor. It's either a motor starter or a motor run capacitor. In this case, it's a motor starter capacitor. Your unit, if you open it up, you'd either see a single capacitor, a double capacitor, and you'd basically just unplug them, plug them back in. Generally these would swell and burn up and get all kind of nasty. So keeping one on hand would also save you from a lift down situation.
You'll find this just sitting underneath the cover. There's two leads. Like I said, this was a field power pack. They've been cut off, but you'll see two leads that'll lead into these. Pull them off in sequence, but it doesn't really matter. Plugs in. And that sits underneath. Once you lift your cover, you'll see the motor starter.
All right. Two more items. This might not be an item that you keep in stock, but it crash into it, if someone drops a tool, whatever. That crack, you're leaking oil, you need one of those.
Sunlight as well. Find that if the sunlight's hitting this, sitting by the bay door where there's a window opening, the sunlight starts tarnishing the color of the white into a yellow, and then eventually it'll start cracking and leaking.
Yeah, so if yours is looking a little yellow and that, see, this is an old one, but what do you think?
I would say this one wasn't exposed. That's just dirty ass grease.
Yeah. All right, so that's the third item, and finally the release handle ball knob. You'd see two types on our site. There's a metric and an imperial. They both look very close to 3/8 diameter threads. So this one's a metric. It'll spin on nicely. You get an imperial, it's not going to get on there. So you might want to keep both. They're quite handy. They go on various different lifts. So we have a 3/8/16 metric and M10, and I believe it's a half. So yeah, those are the three parts you'd keep on hand if you really wanted to stay on top of it for a rotary power unit. Catch you guys again later.